This is a general notice that I forgot to switch on the mirror thing in the camera, and every book I show you will appear ulta. So, enjoy! Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another vlog. I know I have been MIA for quite some time now, but guess what I did during that break? So, this is what today's video is about. It's very heavy. So, welcome back. So, let's start with today's video. For a general update, I took a mini break from reading while I was gone. It's not like I completely stopped because I cannot do that anymore. I'm wired like that. But I did read a couple of very, very, very nice books, which some of which are included here. And I got a physical copy too, guys. So, yes. Today we are going to talk about this. This may need two parts because, as we all have established here, I talk a lot apparently when it comes to this particular channel. So, starting with what I got. So, I went to Gurgaon, okay, and it has the best bookstores. I went to two bookstores. One is Bhari San's my favorite bookstore, and the second one is Om Bookshop in Ambience Mall. Both of which have a lot of variety. For me, for someone who's from a small town where there's like only a few bookstores and not a lot of variety for delusional readers, so I got a lot of variety there. I found some gems, you guys. You have no idea. Wait for it. So the first book I got is You're Not Alone. Of course, I don't remember the order I got these books in because I went like several times and got a few books every single time. So, no. So this is a book, You're Not Alone, by Greer Hendricks and Sarah. Let's just say that. These authors also wrote The Wife Between Us. That is the only reason I got this book, because I've read The Wife Between Us and I loved it. So I was like, bro, got it. And I also read it, which is very surprising. Like, this is the fastest I have read a new book I bought, I think. This is the fastest. Book was amazing. Twist good. Rating later, okay? The second book I got is Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, which I have already read, but I didn't have a physical copy. And I needed a physical copy because, guys, it's Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's... yeah. I needed a physical copy and I found it. I didn't find it. I am blind. Yeah, I didn't find it. My cousin who went with me, she was like, "Aap ye le lo," and she didn't even know that she was picking up a book I have almost wanted for a year now. So yeah, good on her. Very smart girl. Third book I got, The Housemate Secret by Frida McFadden, because as I have already told you guys, I have read almost all of her books. And this is one that I loved. I already have the first part. It's not here, it's in another city, don't ask. But I wanted the second part. I want as much of her books as I can have. The old ones, not the latest one. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I got The Housemate Secret. I've already read it, I just wanted it. The fourth book I got, you guys, it's Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Because it just came out, first of all. I had to get it. I have read Icebreaker. I have loved Icebreaker. That book had no third act breakup. Who wouldn't love Icebreaker? The guy, the girl, mean. So this is the second part. So yes, I found it. It just came out in October. So yes, I got it. Then the fifth book I got is The Kind Worth Killing, which I already talked about in one of my previous videos, but I didn't have a physical copy. See, I got a physical copy! So yes, by Peter Swanson, Kind Worth Killing. Had to get it. It's one of my 5-star reads, you guys. I want a physical copy of every one of my 5-star reads. Okay? It is what it is. Then the next book I got is Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, which is again the third part in a series. I already have first two. I have read the first two. I wanted the third one because I had the first two and I liked the first two. So that is the only explanation I have for you guys. So I got it. It's a good series. So then the next book. See, there are a few which are the MVPs of this. Okay, so I will reveal them at last. So I'm putting them aside here very subtly. The next book I have is Hercule Poirot's Silent Night, Agatha Christie. This was a birthday gift, and it's so sweet. I went to the bookstore with my friend. Surprisingly, they suggested that we should go to the bookstore. We went there, and this is the book I picked. Honestly, because look at it, it's so pretty. It's golden and black, gold and black. So I picked it up, and like they got it for me. It was so sweet. Thank you. You know, I react late, but you get it. The next book I got is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. Again, I have already read this one. I have already loved this one, so you get it by now, right? Right? So yes, we got it. Basically, I mostly increased my collection here. Okay, I have read most of the books I bought, but I really wanted them, so I got them. That's how my brain works. And that's how my bank account dies, guys. So the next book I got is The Off Limits Rule, again by Sarah Adams. So yeah, I read this very recently in October itself, and this is one of those books where I found myself a little bit. Like, I found parts of me in the character, and it's automatically a 5-star read for me. I don't care if the story developed, I don't care if the characters developed, I don't care if the characters seemed immature or stupid or whatever. If I can see myself in the characters, if I can be like, oh my god, somebody gets it, oh my god, somebody understands, I will love the book and I will want the book. So this is one of those. The female character was an overthinking queen, and I get it. Okay, it was, yeah. So, and the day I found it in the bookstore, I screamed. So the next book I got is Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney, because it's Alice Feeney. I haven't read this one. This is an unread one, a new book that I got. I've read other books by Alice Feeney and I loved them. Very twisty. So yes. Next book I got is John Grisham's The Judge's List, because I've heard a lot about this author and I wanted to give it a try. Maybe I'll like it, and maybe I'll have a whole another author to obsess about. So that's why I got it. Let's see how it goes. I will let you know, obviously. Who else will I tell, guys? Who else will I tell? The next book I got is B.A. Paris, The Therapist. See, this book, I cannot explain why I got it, because I don't remember, honestly. No, not. See, I had it in my list. I have this list in my notes of books I want to buy. I have several lists of books I want to read, to buy, anything. So this was there for some reason. I don't remember the reason. There's always a reason. So I wanted to find it online. I looked for it everywhere. I did not find it anywhere to read. I wanted to read, and then I found it in the bookstore. And I was like, oh, ये तो वही book है, the one I couldn't find. So I got it. I don't even remember what genre this is, bro. A nightmarish, secret, tense and compulsive. It's a thriller. So yeah, B.A. Paris, The Therapist. So I got it because it was in my list, although I don't remember why it was in my list. So guys, it's time for the MVPs. Yeah, there are 3. Let's start with my babies. See, this book I got is purely for my inner child, who has been obsessed with One Direction since like 2011 and always wanted everything she could buy for them. I got the little infinity necklace. I have hoodies for them. I'm still obsessed. So like, don't think he is sirf inner child ke liye, okay? It's for both of us. The inner child and the outer child. So yeah, it's where we are, our bond, our story. It's about the guys, obviously, and their journey when they were still a band. So yeah, I got it because I wanted to get it and nobody stopped me, honestly. I was only motivated to get it, so I got it. Simple. So the second book in the MVP section is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I finally found this book, you guys. I have been looking for it for so long. This is one book that I know will make me cry like a baby, that I have skipped post for because I didn't want any spoilers. I mean, I just know it's going to be so good, and I did not want to read this online. This is one book I have so much respect for before ever reading it, okay? I didn't even download an ebook for this. I did not give up. I looked for it everywhere, every bookstore. I didn't look for it on Amazon because Amazon and books have had some bad experiences with. So, see, when somebody else sent me a book from Amazon, it was perfect. But when I ordered for myself from Amazon, it was so bad. It was so bad. I could cry. So I stopped. Yeah, then I only looked for books in bookstore, and I found it. And guess where I found it? I found it in Bahari Sons, my baby. Yes, I love that bookstore. It's in Gurgaon. I just love that bookstore. It's so important to me. So yes, I found it. When I saw it on the shelf, you guessed it, I almost screamed. I could not scream because there were people around, and I was just, but I got so excited. I could not stop staring. I jumped. I suppressed a scream. I could not believe it that I have finally found it. I mean, it's not even like it's a new book. It's an old book, but I still couldn't find it in the bookstores here. And for that matter, I didn't even find it there when I went last year. So, I found it this time. Okay, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I'm finally. And now for the final MVP book. This is a book I've been looking for a year, because I've only been reading for a year or 2 years, something like that. This is a book I've been looking for ever since I read it. This book is full of quotes. I was crying throughout the book. I was highlighting throughout the book. This book is like, I have a wallpaper for this book. I could get a tattoo for this book easily. It has so many quotes. It has so many quotes which hit me right here and whatever. Like, this book, do you get it? I'm not able to explain it. I'm not very good at explaining how I feel. It's just, this book is like changed my brain chemistry properly, like full swish. I don't know how to explain it, but this was suggested to me by one of my favorite persons, and I read it, and I died, and then I came back to life, and then I died while reading it again, and then I came back to life, and I was a different person. This book changed me. This book changed my brain chemistry. I feel like I'm saying a lot, but this is what it did to me, okay? If you don't like it, I'm sorry. But I love it. It's I Fell in Love with Hope by Lankali. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I have so much respect for her. This girl was like 19 or 20 when she wrote it. Like, excuse me? But, oh my god, this book. You have no idea. The quotes this book has, the writing, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I cannot explain it. It's so emotional. It's so emotional, bro. I cried so much. I had tears in my eyes throughout. Okay, I cried so much. I felt too much, honestly. That's being honest here. I laughed. I cried. This book is everything to me. And this is like, the quotes this book holds is everything to me. So I may have to reread it and put myself through that again so I can highlight and annotate and everything. But I can't wait. I find, when I read this book, it wasn't even available in my country, in India, in our country. It wasn't even available. It was only available in US, and it got it got so popular that now it's available everywhere. When I read it, the author had self-published it, and it was just available in the area where she lives. and now it's everywhere. Yeah, it's that good for me. For me, I mean, it's like one of the most amazing books and the books I hold closest to my heart. So yes, I got it. I have a copy for it finally, bro. I have it. This was all. I did not even see this book. I'm that blind in a bookstore. See, there's moments in a bookstore when you find a book you've wanted for a very long time, and it's like the best thing ever. Like, it would have been a different experience if I found it on my own, but I didn't. Somebody else picked it out and said, "आपने ये पढ़ी है?" And I was like, so yeah, I'm blind, but I'm so happy that I got it. However I got it, it just, yes, finally. So yeah, that's all the books I got in the last month, and I know it's too much. I know I had to carry them. Okay, I know it's too much. My back was not happy with the amount of books I got, so I know, but finally had the books I wanted for so long, so long. So that's it for today, I guess. If you liked it, share, comment, comment. I like reading comments. I like it when somebody comments. So comment whatever if you want to share anything, a book review, if you've read any of these. Yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, and I will talk to you hopefully. I don't know. So yes, subscribe, comment, bell icon, and the works. And thank you so much for watching. Yeah, bye. Also, this is a bonus clip for when I went to the bookstore. I was looking through the books. I was in the thriller section, and this guy came up to me. First of all, I died because strangers coming up and talking to me is like can't handle, bro. So he came up to me and he was like, "Oh, you're an avid reader," and I was holding 3-4 books that I wanted to buy, and he was like, "Oh, you're an avid reader, and can you suggest a thriller?" This was at Bahari Sons, okay, and he was like, "Can you suggest a thriller?" And first of all, I went blank because that's how my brain works apparently. Then I suggested The Housemate's Secret to him, which is a second part. Pehli baat. So who suggests a second part in a series of books? But he said that he had read Verity last year, so I suggested, like, it's a fast-paced book and everything. And then I turned the other way because I am weird like that, and I was not, I just I need help when people start talking to me randomly. So yeah, I turned the other way, and I turned my head, and he was gone, and he didn't even take the book. It was so sad, you guys. I have like a YouTube channel and I couldn't suggest a book to someone. इतनी गंदी सजेशन दे दी थी मैंने. He didn't even take the book. He just disappeared. Did I hallucinate? No. But still, it was a little bit insulting, guys. Embarrassing हो गया था. He didn't even take the suggestion. It would have been better if he took the suggestion at least. Because I know I'm awkward and weird and nobody wants to talk to me, but he could have taken the suggestion if he asked for it, okay? So yeah, that happened. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!